Alright, my first ever hardcore character. What is up there, guys? This is Cobb, and this is Video Diary 1 of my hardcore adventures in Diablo 4, right? So yeah, this is my first ever hardcore character, running with Barbarian, not including the two hardcore characters that I died on at like level 11, okay? I'm just gonna ignore those, they didn't happen, I don't know what you're talking about. So I thought it'd be cool for me, at least, to be able to look back on these diaries and study my adventure in the months to come, and to see how far we can get with this, man. So yeah, we're starting off this character here, man. I'm running with a kind of whirlwind style Barbarian, just because it feels like kind of chill to level with, simple to play, kind of difficult to go wrong with, you know what I mean? And my first goal, as the footage may pertain to, is basically just collecting all of the altars. This is by far the most boring part of, you know, making a new character, a hardcore character. All of your progress on the altars of Lilith is obviously reset, so you have to do all of the renowned stuff all over again. You have to discover all of the map again, you have to grab all of the altars again, and bro, I can't be asked with this shit. I really can't, but I'm just dragging my feet through it. And my goal really is to hammer out all of the altars, first and foremost, at least in Fractured Peaks. And then what I want to do is actually farm enough renown to unlock the bonus skill point via renown in Fractured Peaks as well. So I think that's what I'm going to do before I move on to any other zones. And as soon as I do go to a new zone, I'll go ahead and do exactly the same thing there, up until the last possible place we're going to go to collect the final altars will be, obviously, the PvP zone. I want to avoid that shit as much as humanly possible. I might just leave it completely, you know? I don't know, man. Is it a thing that happens? You know, if you're on a hardcore character, are other people going to slam dunk my ass if I go there? I don't know how dangerous or how risky that is. I'm deliberately avoiding, by the way, a lot of like guides and stuff like that, and a lot of people who are kind of documenting their own hardcore adventure, because I want to kind of do this as blind as possible, you know, and just and learn the hard way, you know, if I screw something up, which I am liable to do, man. Like I said, I already made two hardcore characters before this one, and they died at like level 11 and 12 or something, you know, because I tried to do a stronghold. That was just too high level for me. I'm also running things on World Tier 2. I don't know if that's just like a horrible idea. The XP is so much faster, and I'm not noticing too much that the mobs are that difficult to kill, so I think World Tier 2 is just fine, even at like super low level. I don't know, maybe that's like a huge mistake as well. Maybe I'm just trying to cut too many corners, but whatever, man. If we die, we die. You guys get to laugh at me and point fingers and call me an idiot if that happens. So, yeah, I think it's a win-win. I get to limit test and you get to laugh at me, you know what I'm saying? And alright, I guess that'll make sense as well to kind of touch on my character a little bit and just, yeah, clue you guys in onto what's going on so far. So we're just under level 12. So far, so good, you know what I mean? Obviously, we're just really early days right now, but I just kind of want to get the first one of these videos out. We picked up a good few rare items already, some rare weapons and stuff, so that's really, really nice. One of the perks, I guess, of running World Tier 2 at this early stage, even if it is just a little bit dicey every now and again. Keeps it interesting, you know? And the next thing I want to kind of cover, I guess, is what the skill build is looking like. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go for like a kind of bleed-heavy whirlwind build without really too much nuance to it. We're spec'd into a couple of the shouts right now. We're obviously going to be going into Warcry as well and really boosting the hell out of all of our shouts. And what I'd like the build to look like in the end, by the time we start to approach like level 50, is something like this right here, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just going to kind of pan over on here to Lothric and just kind of breeze through this a little bit, because apparently it's become a thing that there is an optimal way to run Whirlwind Barbarian, and I'd really like to give it a try with this skill build right here. And it really pertains to speccing into Furious Whirlwind, so that you're using a slashing weapon and you're whirlwinding to deal some extra bleed damage, but you're also comboing that with Wall Up, right down here, man. Your skills using bludgeoning weapons deal 50% increased damage if the enemy is stunned or vulnerable, so you can kind of double dip if you are using dual wind whirlwind with a mace and a sword in both the slashing bonus, so you get the bleed, and the damage bonus, so you get the wall up. And I think that that's pretty much what we're going to be gunning for. I think that's just a pretty solid build overall. I don't know, man. If there's any tweaks that you would make, I guess I can go ahead and link this down below in the video description. And, you know, if you've got any ideas, if you want to tinker around with it a little bit and recommend any passives, for example, that you would suggest running. For example, I don't know, some more defensive stuff, maybe? That might be more useful in a hardcore character. I'd be down to hear you guys out as well, because as much as I want to kind of do this blind and figure things out for myself, I also don't want to die horribly at like level 20. You know what I mean? So also just kind of tabbing back on over to the game. This is where we are right now with Renown. We're kind of approaching, I don't know, mid-ish Renown and Fractured Peaks. And again, I just want to go up until I get the skill point and everything else can just kind of wait, right? I don't want to be, I mean, it's well tier 3, so obviously it has to wait, but you know. But just getting that skill point is going to be so crucial, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So my plans immediately after this are to kind of polish things up in Fractured Peaks. I think as soon as I hit like 16, 17, 18, I will eventually have to go to, I think it's either Kyrgyzstan or the Dry Steppes to do the Barbarian quest to unlock my weapon expertise, which right now I obviously don't have unlocked. If I go into expertise, yeah, it's just locked. Unlock quest becomes available at 15, so we'll have to do that as well. And yeah, wish me luck, you know? Oh god, I'm kind of terrified. Do I have to run through the PvP zone to get to this Barbarian quest? I probably don't have to, right? It's probably a safer way. I'll make sure to look into that. So yeah, my long-term plans for the character are pretty much to just learn as much as I can about the hardcore experience and how to play the video game, and how to abuse things like, you know, scrolls of escape and stuff like that, and potions of death evasion, and learn all of the key things I need to know before Season 1 begins. I would really love to start up a new hardcore character going into Season 1, but I don't want to do that blind. I'll be wasting a lot of time dying horribly to things that I really should be learning from now in the pre-season, let's call it, you know? So, yeah. The goal is obviously to get to level 100. That would be awesome. That would be really, really cool, you know, for my first, I'm going to call this my first real attempt at a hardcore character. Will that happen? I don't know. I'd be happy with like level 50. That'd be cool. That'd be a nice place to start, you know? And not just die into something stupid, or if I do die to something stupid, at least I'm going to be able to learn from my mistakes before Season 1 begins, man. So, yeah, that's it. Hope you guys come along for these diaries. I'll try to pump out one every few days and just kind of keep you guys caught up on where we are, or whether or not we're alive, whether or not we died horribly, things that I'm learning along the way, all of that good stuff, man. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you also enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good snot. And I shall catch all of you guys just a tad bit later.